All right, hello everybody. Welcome to my Figma tutorial or introductory tutorial. I wanted to share my screen here with you. Okay, so let me show you first what I have. So to do that, I'm just going to click on my starting frame and I'm going to click Start. Wait for it to load. Okay, and then I choose where I want to go. I want to go to Japan. So do I want to go to Japan or did I change my mind? Yeah, I want to go to Japan. This is all automated. Okay, so now when I get to this screen, I can move my mouse cursor. And if I hover over a picture, I get the description of the place. So I can think, where do I want to go? Let's say I go to Kyoto. Click, and then it says, when do you want to go to Kyoto? So you click and enter, and then say March 25th. Click again. When do you want to return? April 25th. I think I messed that up a little bit. Great choice. And then here I put in just red to make it easy. Kyoto, April 25th. Yes or no? Yeah, that looks good. And then it goes back to the screen, the beginning. Okay, so let me show you how I made this very simple app. And I'm going to talk about some of the pictures and things I use as well. So first of all, let's go back to the main screen here. So everything I used, all the images and things like that, they were created with three different things. First, I used pexels, so these are license-free pictures that you can use. I used Canva because Canva is awesome for just creating logos and things like that. And then I used this website called Business Name Generator, and I just typed in travel free, and then what did I come up with? Trip and stay. That's what I came up with. And then Canva was cool because I made this logo in Canva, right? So I got from the name generator, trip and stay. Then I just found these two logos and I put them together. All right, so trip and stay. Okay, so let's go back here and see what we did. So the first picture, it's just two images that load automatically. And then after a short delay, we go to our next screen here. And it asks us, where do we want to go? Japan, Korea. So all these pictures here are from Pexels. And what's really cool is that when you have like a part of a layer, like a rectangle or something like that. So you can see I went down to where are we at here? Selection 2. Yeah, so I had all these rectangles underneath that I just threw the pictures onto, and it automatically aligns to it. So if I show you, for example, let me delete Japan here. And if I click on, where are we at here? Click on this button here. This is what I call the shape button. So you have rectangles, lines, arrows, ellipses, stuff like that. You click on images, you get a, so here I just have pictures that I saved from Pexels. If I click on Japan, click open, it's saying, okay, where do you want to put it? And you can see up here it says place all or discard. Click to drag to place, click or drag to place. So if I just click on, oh wait, yeah, see, I didn't have it selected. So you want to select the area ahead of time. Oh, and I think I originally I had a rectangle. Let me see if I can do this again. Copy that, and then I'm gonna actually replace this. So let me see if I can images. Try it again. Japan place. There we go. So it's really cool. It'll fill the shape that you have already in place if that's what you want to do. So you don't have to mess with cropping or organization or anything like that. All right, so the transition, how do you, let's talk about the design tab here. So if I click on design, essentially all this is just a picture, right? you can see here I have two things. I have a logo, which that's my image, and then I have another image which is called image world 1. All right, so all I have is two pictures. So what I did is I said on this frame, I click on prototype, and I said, okay, after, this is how I want you to transition. After, all right here, after the delay, I want you to transition to the next screen, the next frame. So after 2,500 milliseconds, transition to the next screen. So how did I do that? All you need to do is whatever you want to cause the transition, whether it's the picture or the frame itself, you can select that. So you can see here, see these little dots? This is your transition wire or interaction wire. You can also do it just up here, but if you want to make it really easy and kind of automated, just click on what you want to transition. So all I did, I select my frame, click and drag this wire to where I want it to go to. So if I want it to transition to anything on this frame, I'm just going to connect it, this frame somewhere, okay? And then I can say like, okay, well, where do I want it to transition to? And I can say, let's transition to, you can select your frame, whatever you want. Okay, so this is called selection. And so this is my first one that I created, the automatic delay. But if I wanted to change that, so right here it's after delay, right? Let's say I don't like the delay, because you can see I'm gonna close this and I'm gonna play it again. So let's see, we should have our startup here. So let's say I don't like the delay, it's too fast, or I just don't want it. Maybe there's some issue with the loading. You can say, okay, let's go back. Let's change this. Instead of after delay, let's make it after, I want it instead to be after I touch down with my mouse. Okay, so after I touch down with my mouse, it's gonna navigate to selection. All right, and you can choose like how you want it to enter the frame. And you can choose all this stuff here. You got some nice little options. So now if I click play again, I'm gonna make sure I start from this frame. And Figma will start your animation, your prototype, from whatever screen you have selected. So if I select here start and click play up at the top, it's going to load, and it should wait for us to click on the, oh wait, what did I have selected? Yeah, there we go, just anywhere on the screen. If I click anywhere on the screen, it goes to the next one. But now if I select here, let's see, so I only have it set to Japan. So if I click anywhere else, it shouldn't do anything. Yeah. Now if I click on this picture with Japan, wait a second, did I mess something up? Let me just double check that. Yeah, let's double check that. What did I do? So screen 2, and oh, I think I broke it somehow. What did I do there? Let me double check. Selection. Yeah, somehow I broke it. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so welcome to Japan. I'm gonna go to Japan, and then there, I'm reconnecting it. So when I click on Japan, it'll go to the next frame. And how do I want to do that? Let's just click touch down. And then, yeah, we can move it in. And you can see here a little, it's showing you what it does, right? And how long you want it to ease in, ease out, or do you want it to do something else? Okay. You can also choose different types of animations for the transition. Pretty straightforward, I think. Okay, so if I like that, then I can just go ahead and try again. And let's try, I'll go back from the main window again one more time. Click start. And so it's it's waiting. Click. Okay, and where to? Now let's see, it should work. There we go. All right, so yeah, let me go back. Where do you want to go? None of those work. And it's showing me, sure you want to go to Japan? That's my option. So yeah, very cool tool. if you want to add anything, it's pretty much just drag and drop, and then the prototyping area is for making things flow from one section to another. All right, so then over here, you can load your different files and stuff like that, plugins. I haven't checked this out, but there's a really cool plugin community that would be useful if you're going to use Figma a lot. But yeah, if I want to create anything, all I need to do is click on that frame, and I can select, like, okay, do you want what's yours for? Is it for a watch? Is it for a presentation? So if I click presentation, let's see, it should add it. Did it add it? Oh wait, I need to select, okay, what type of presentation? Slide. There we go. And then you can see slide. So if I wanted to connect my phone to that, then you could do that as well. And one more cool thing is if you wanted, you could add links, like YouTube or something like that. So let's say I had here, if I want this to go to YouTube, I can just highlight that, click link, and then type in the URL. And then it'll take me to YouTube. All right, so pretty cool tool. It's a lot of it's basically just layers and organizing things. And one more thing on the screen here. So you can see on the screen I have a lot of different objects, right? So the organization, if you're wondering how things are in front or in the back, it's just based on the list. So the stuff at the top is highest priority, and the stuff on the bottom is lowest. So for example, let's see, my Japan is covering, these are just called rectangles. I should rename these. But this here, rectangle 9. So let's rename this Japan picture. Now if I drag Japan picture up, you can see the line here. If I drag it up above Japan, yeah, it covers the layer. So very cool. And then one more thing I did, let me show you this effect here. So this effect, what I did here was, so when you hover, and let me show you on prototype. So you can see here, when I hover over this, it says here, while hovering. While hovering, I want it to show this screen here, okay? And then for the design of this screen, all I did was change the top image. So what happens when you click on, when you hover over Osaka? Well, you change the opacity. I lowered the opacity so I can read the description and see the picture, but nothing else changes. So I did this 3 times, one for Osaka, one for Tokyo, and one for Kyoto. Okay. And then based on the image you select, so you can see screen 9, based on the image you select, it will go to a different screen. So then we're branching off. All right, so pretty cool. All right, so hopefully you find this to be a useful tool. It's a very popular tool, and for students and teachers, it's free. So make sure you sign up and go ahead and like, subscribe, share, all that stuff, and I will see you later. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye.